Hi everyone, I'm Madhu. In this video, we are going to talk about the chapter Ratio and Proportion. Ratio and proportion is one of the two pillars of the arithmetic kingdom. So let's quickly get started with it. So in this chapter, firstly, what is ratio? Ratio is the comparison of two similar quantities. Means if we have two things, one is A and other is B. These are two things, let's assume them. Now if they are similar, they are having same unit, then they can be compared and their comparison is known as ratio. Means any comparison of two same units in the fraction, they will be always in fraction. Comparison in fraction can be written as A ratio B. Now this A ratio B is read as, we pronounce it as A is to B. This ratio is pronounced as is to. So अगर हमारे पास दो सिमिलर क्वांटिटीज़ हैं A और B और उनके कंपैरिजन को हम रेशो कहते हैं. So if we write those quantities in fraction, they can be written as A is to B. That is our ratio. Now in this ratio, what will be the terms? See, here the first quantity in the ratio will be known as, this will be known as antecedent. We always call it antecedent, the first one. And the next one is consequent. In a ratio, the first quantity or the first number is known as antecedent and the next one is known as consequent. For example, I have the ratio 2 is to 5. Now in 2 is to 5, 2 is the antecedent and 5 is the consequent. So friends, now we will do some questions related to ratio. So our first question is, express in simplest form 75 is to 100. We have the ratio 75 is to 100. We have to convert it into its simplest form. So in this question, firstly we will write the ratio in fraction form so that we can cancel it and convert it into its लोएस्ट टर्म. मीन्स अगर हमें किसी भी रेशो को सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करना है तो सबसे पहले उसे फ्रैक्शन में लिख के कैंसिल करो. सो हेयर वी विल कैंसिल इट. इट गोज बाय 25, 3, 4. We have received the fraction 3 by 4. Now after cancelling it, we get this fraction. Now we can write this fraction in ratio. 3 ratio 4. So this is our answer. So like this you can convert any ratio in its simplest form. Next question also same. Express in simplest form 1 meter 8 centimeter is to 72 centimeter. Now as I've told you earlier that for comparison of two quantities the units should be same. But here the units are not same. One is meter and centimeter, other is centimeter. So firstly we will convert this into centimeter. 1 meter 8 centimeter will be 1 meter 8 centimeter is equal to 108 centimeter. As 1 meter is 100 centimeter and plus 8, that will be 108 centimeter. Now we can compare these ratios. Now we can convert it into simplest form also. So it will be 108 ratio 72. Now we will write it into its fraction form and then we will convert. So 108 by 72. Now here it goes with 12, 9, 6 and then it goes with 3, 2. We have got the fraction 3 by 2. Now we can write this fraction into ratio form. That will be 3 is to 2. So like this you can convert any ratio into its simplest form. So friends, here is the next question. It is divide rupees 3757 among A, B, C in the ratio 3:4:6. Means this question is saying that we are having a total amount 3757. We have to divide it into 3 persons, A, B and C. Among them we have to divide this total amount and we have to divide it into the ratio, that is 3:4:6. Means if we will divide the amount, the ratio should be this. ये क्वेश्चन कह रहा है कि हमारे पास टोटल अमाउंट है इतना, हमें इसको 3 लोगों में डिवाइड करना है और डिवाइड करने का रेशो ये होना चाहिए. सो फॉर सॉल्विंग दिस क्वेश्चन, फर्स्टली वी विल राइट टोटल अमाउंट. That is the first thing given in the question. It is 3757. Now, as I have told you earlier also, that if we are not having any value we are not aware, then we assume or let it as x. Because if we are not having anything, we put the variable in place of that so that we can find the value. So here we are not having how much amount of money these three will get. So we will let their amount as x multiplied by their respective ratios. Means if I am saying that what will be the amount of A. So ratio of A is 3 and value also I am not having. So we will multiply it by x. It will be 3x. For B it will be 4x and for C it will be 6x. X will be multiplied by their respective ratios so that we can find the amount they will get. So we will write here because we are not having the value. So let A share B. Share means the amount of money. Let A share B 3x. Now for B, let B's share is equal to 4x. Now let C share is equal to 6x. We have got the value or the amount they will get, but they are variables. We are not having the actual or the final amount. So we have to find them. Now for finding these amounts, what we can do is we can make a statement that will find the value of x. Now it is fundamental that if we will add these three, we will get the total amount. If we will add the amount of A, B and C, we will get the total amount. It is obvious. So we will write 3x plus 4x plus 6x is equal to 3757. Because these are the amounts of these three. And if we will add, we will get the total amount. So after adding them, it will come 3, 4, 7, 13. So it is 13x is equal to 3757. Now what I need is the value of x. Because if I will get the value of x, I can get the amount of A, B and C. So for getting the value of x, I have to take this 13 that side of equal. So here 13 will be divided because this side it is in multiplication relation. So that side it will be divided. And after dividing, I think it will be 289. So this is the value of x. We have got the value of x and now we can get the amount they will get. So I am doing here next part, that will be A's share. We will write A share because A share means the amount of money A will get. Now the ratio of A was 3x. So 3x means 3 multiplied by value of x, that is 289. So 3 into 289 and this will be rupees 867. So this is the amount of money A will get. Now for B also it is same. B share the ratio of B was 4x. So 4x means 4 into x. X was 289. So the amount of money B will get is 1156. So this is the amount of money B will get. Now for C also. C share. The ratio of C was 6x. So 6x means 6 into 289 and it will be rupees 1734. So rupees 867 is the amount of A, amount of B is 1156, amount of C is 1734. So like this we have found the amount of money divided among these three in their ratio. So friends, here is one more statement question related to ratio. So the question is, present ages of Mr. San and his son. There are two persons, Mr. San and his son. Their ratio of present ages is 17:9. 9 years ago means 9 years back, the ratio of their ages was 7:3. Find their present ages. The question is saying that there are two persons, Mr. San and his son. Both of them, their present ages are in the ratio 17:9. So 9 years ago means 9 years back, the ratio of their ages was this. So what we have to find is the present ages. Question में दो लोग हैं, Mr. San and his son. दोनों की प्रेजेंट एजेस की रेशियो है 17:9 और 9 इयर्स पहले उनकी एजेस के रेशियो थे 17:3. सो हमें क्वेश्चन में फाइंड करना है प्रेजेंट एजेस, उनकी प्रेजेंट एजेस क्या हैं. सो फॉर सॉल्विंग दिस क्वेश्चन, फर्स्टली आई हैव टोल्ड यू अर्लियर ऑल्सो दैट वी आर नॉट हैविंग द प्रेजेंट एजेस, सो वी विल लेट देम एज एक्स. सो we will write let the present age, because present age we are not having, so we will let it. Present age of firstly Mr. San, ratio is 17, so we will write here 17x. This much years is the present age of Mr. San. We have let it. So now let the present age of his son, in ratio it is 9, so it is 9x. So these are the present ages of both of them. We have let it. So now next the question is saying 9 years ago means 9 years back. So now we will write this ratio in fraction form. We can write it. So 17x by 9x. These are the ratio of both the Mr. San and his son. Now 9 years ago means 9 years back. So we will subtract 9 from it. We have subtracted 9 from both of them means 9 years ago. What was the ratio? 17:3. So we will write here 7:3 means 7/3. So this statement we got after reading full question, and you can see that 17x 9x. We subtracted 9 from it. It means 9 years ago. The ratio was this. So now for getting the value of x, we can cross multiply them. We will cross multiply. So what we will write is firstly 9x by 9, it will be multiplied, so it equal to 3 17x minus 9. 7 is multiplied with this both and 3 is multiplied with these both. So after cross multiplication we will write here 6 9 is 7 9 is 63x, here also minus 63. So now here 17 3s are 51x, minus 27. Now what we want is the value of x. So we will take all the x value, x terms this side, and the constant terms means which are the numbers, that we will take that side. So I am doing here the next part. So firstly 63x. Here 51x will move that side. Here it is in plus. So there it will get in subtraction, minus 51x equal to, here minus 27 is there. We will shift this minus 63 that side. Here it is in minus, there it will get in plus. So 63 minus 27. So now after subtracting them we will get 12x and this as 36. So 12x is equal to 36. Now x will be 36 by 12 and that is 3. So the value of x is 3. Now we can get the present ages of Mr. San also and his son also. So we will write here present age, we can write it some above, 36 by 12, present age of Mr. San, present age of his son. So now the ratio was, present age of Mr. San, the ratio was 17x. So now x is 3. So 17 into 3 is 51. So the present age of Mr. Sen is 51 years. Now for his son, the ratio was 9x. So 9 into x means 9 into 3 and that is 27 years. So the present age of Mr. San is 51 years and the present age of his son is 27 years. So friends, now our next topic in this chapter is proportion. Proportion is also very important as ratio. Now what is proportion? Like ratio is the comparison of two quantities of same units. So proportion is the comparison of two ratios. For example, I am having the ratio 2:5. Okay, I am having this ratio. Now I am having one more ratio, that is 3:8. I am having these two ratios. Now if I want to compare them, so that will be known as proportion. So I will put here a sign of proportion. These four dots are the sign of proportion. As I have told you that proportion is the comparison of two ratios. We have a formula here through which we can find that two ratios are in proportion or not. That formula is product of means is equal to product of extremes. It's a very simple formula, extremes. Now what this means? Product means multiply. We have to multiply two things. Means which are present in the middle. So here you can see that we are having 2:5 and 3:8. So these 5 and 3 are in the middle. You can see that they are in the inner side, in the middle side. So their product means 5 into 3. Okay, 5 into 3. Now product of extremes. Extremes means which are present at the corners. They are at the last. So you can see 2 and 8 are at the last. So their product will be product of extremes, 2 into 8. So if we will multiply, here the answer will come 15. 5 into 3 is 15 and here the answer will come 16. So 15 is not equal to 16. It is not equal. So we will put a slash sign. It means that 15 is not equal to 16. it means they are not in proportion. So we will write here, no, they are not in proportion. So let's one more time revise the question. We are having two ratios. Their comparison is known as proportion. So now for finding that the given term is in proportion or not, we need a formula, that is product of means should be equal to product of extremes. Then only the given will be in proportion. So now product of means is the inner side, their product is product of means, and extremes means which are present at the corners. So their product, if it will be equal, if the product of both the things came equal, then you will write yes, they are in proportion. So friends, here is one question related to proportion. It is find the value of x, that is 8 is to x proportion to 6 is to 27, means we have to find the value of x here in this proportion. So now what we will do, firstly we will write it 8 is to x, then proportion 6 is to 27. Now we will write the formula which is related to proportion, that is product of means is equal to product of extremes. Now product of means means product of middle one. So it is x into 6 equal to product of extremes. It is 8 into 27. Now we need the value of x. So we will shift this x 6 that side. And here it is in multiplication. So there it will get divided. So x will be 27 into 8 by 6. So it goes with 3, 2 here, 9, 1, 4. So the value of x is 36. So x is equal to 36. So like this you can solve any question related to ratio, also related to proportion. So friends, we have finished our chapter of ratio and proportion. I will keep on making videos on other chapters also, so stay connected with me. और अगर आप चाहते हैं मैं किसी और टॉपिक पे वीडियो बनाऊं जिसकी आपको ज़रूरत है तो प्लीज़ कमेंट बॉक्स में मुझे ज़रूर बताएं. So that's all for this video. Thank you.